There's a concept of expert intuition in psychology. Psychology says we have two systems of thinking, system 1 and system 2. System 1 is quick and spontaneous. And suppose somebody throws a ball at you or something and you duck. So that's system 1. You don't wait to calculate the speed and the trajectory of the ball to really take a decision here. System 2 is slow and deliberate and requires a lot of effort. So for example, somebody asks you what is 19 multiplied by 27. So now you're using system 2 because it requires a certain kind of energy to calculate. So intuition, when you are reacting intuitively, it actually is part of system 1.
Okay.
Now, what we talk about as expert intuition, Herbert Simon, who's a cognitive psychologist and economist, he says that whenever a cue is provided to an expert, that cue helps the expert assess the information in his or her memory, and that information provides an answer. So intuition is nothing more, nothing less than a recognition of a pattern. This also provides areas where intuition does work. So according to Herbert Simon, then there are two conditions where intuition can work for you, or expert intuition can work. One, the environment has to be regular and repeating.
Okay.
Second, these patterns can be learned with a decent feedback on you so that you can develop a certain model to work with that. So if these two conditions are there, expert intuition can work. Now, if I combine these 2-3 different concepts like system 1, system 2, and these environments, I'm not a psychologist, but let me try. Whenever you are practicing something or doing something, learning something, you are putting effort on system 2. So you are learning something, you're trying to do something for the first time. Slowly, as you are able to develop skill about it, so you're now learning to see the patterns in that, you're able to understand what you're doing better, and you develop a certain model to work with, that develops skill. Skill transfers this idea from system 2 to system 1.
Okay.
And more skills in a particular area make you an expert. So now, even if in any area outcomes are uncertain, as an expert, you recognize the patterns and you are able to predict a certain outcome. And in any new situation that comes, that's why the expert is able to look at it and quickly judge something. Think of a doctor, like an experienced doctor. The moment he or she looks at the patient, many a times knows that, okay, this is the problem. Better yet, if the doctor has experience with this patient earlier. Firemen, sometimes, they can find out, okay, this is the area of problem, or this is where the source of the fire was. And for people like us, the moment we pick up the phone and hear the voice of our spouse, we know what mood, they are in. So that is kind of an intuition, and that is something that can be trusted.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risk. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.